Welcome into Junk Journaling with Emily. On today's video, we are going to continue on with a new junk journal, and I am going to show you what I do to dye my papers. Now I'm coming in with some leftover coffee in my bowl and regular printer paper that I am going to dip into my coffee, and I'm going to set out on my little baking sheet here. And once I have those set out, I will go ahead and put those in the sun, seeing how there are some hot days going on over here for me. And we are going to allow those pieces to dry. You're just going to continue on that process of dipping in your paper, laying them on into the coffee, and then laying them out to dry. And I've seen people do the drying process in a oven, but you guys, I'm a little bit too chicken for that. I don't pay attention too well when that happens, so I think this is my safer bet, just to go ahead and put these papers into my coffee dye here. And I also found some postcards. I'm just going to go ahead and add those. I'm going to bring in some more coffee, and then I decided to add some cinnamon because, see, why not? I'm experimenting here with all these things, and I'm hoping that this will give them a little speckled rust look, and then the cinnamon will wipe off at the end. So I'm just going to continue dipping those in, and then I'm going to add some blue paint here because I'm going to be working with blue on this next journal that we are creating. So I'm once again experimenting. I came in and added that blue paint, and it's kind of giving me a little bit of a tie-dye vibe here, so we're just going to go with it. Maybe later on we can try some different colors and different techniques to our paper, but for now we are going to be working with blue. So let's go ahead and repeat that process of adding all our papers, and once again making some more little cards out of index cards. And then this whole tray here, you guys, piled up together, is going to go out into the sun. Now, I forgot to flip them the other day. I left them out there, and so I'm coming in and just kind of rearranging them, moving them around into different piles so that they dry a little bit better, and then I'll go ahead and put them out into the sun as well. And then I'll let them set out there until they dry. Now you can also choose to iron your paper to make them flat. I might do that process for this section, seeing how this next journal is going to be a really plain journal, and the person I'm sending it to is going to use it for a lot of writing. So there needs to be a lot of straight surfaces for them to write in. So I might come in and iron that piece. So I'm just going to organize these into different sections, as you see here. And then I'm going to add a second tray. And once again, you guys, this layer of paper goes back out into the sun. And if you missed last week's video for our final flip through of our first junk journal on this channel, I'll have that link in the description for you. So here are our papers after drying a few days in the sun. They have this crinkly noise to them. And you have variations of paper, variations of colors in the paper. Remember, we did plain coffee, we did coffee with blue paint, and we did coffee with a little extra blue paint. And you see some of it has some purple and some dinginess from our pan. It's just a lot of grubby goodness here for these pages. So now I'm going to go ahead and start creating our signatures. I'm doing a 3 signature journal here with just a lot of writing space. So I'm going to separate papers and bring in the ones that I want. And I put 12 papers into each stack per signature. You bring in whatever papers you want, old vintage sheets, book sheets, decorative paper, vellum, whatever it is you want to add into this journal, you can go ahead and layer that up in this process. And once I have my papers picked out, I'm going to go ahead and fold each one in half And then I will group them together how I want them arranged in my journal. Now for this journal, I am not going to sew in first. We are going to decorate and add our pages all first, and then we'll worry about sewing in our signatures. Now the music sheets were a little bit bigger than everything, so I just come in with my scissors, trim that up, and then I put a clip at the top to bind everything together. So we have our 3 packs ready to go and start working on our covers, and that'll be in our next video. If you like thrift flips and DIYs, check out my other channel on YouTube. But for our junk journaling, please hit that subscribe button and notification bell if you like my content. And thank you all for watching. I'll see you on the next one.